Alright. So we are after something specific. First, I need to check how many foragers cookbooks I have. 2, 3, and 6.
Cookbook starting from Morth Ruins is right beside Run Forge of Starfall Pass, right here in this area. So after you put you mark Starfall Pass.
So let's go to it. In particular, I also need to go around here. Level. But there should be something in that building, in that structure. Yep. Actually, let's camp. Come out. Just want to be able to teleport out of here. So I'm after the forager cookbooks. I missed more than half of them first playthrough. Lame.
Right here in this area. So after you put your marker down, you just go over there and travel to it. You have to jump if it's nice. Forgery Cookbook 2 can be found starting at the main gate cross side of Grace. This one is very missable if you don't look around, but headed southeast. To get the Cookbook 4, you have to start at high.
Alright, Cookbook 4 is the next one. I already have 2 and 3. I am going to assume that I don't have to get them in this playthrough. So I'm going to skip them and try and see if I can get number 7. If I cannot skip them, then I will go back and get 2, 3, and 6 are the ones I already have. So I still need 4, and 5. Let's see.
Road cross side of Grace, and we're gonna travel up here to beside the Church of the Crusade.
Alright, I know where that is. Cross, it's gonna be up here. I thought I got that one. That's weird. Alright. I know which one that is. There's a wicker man in that path. I was avoiding heading up into that area because I didn't want to break. There's that one. Juicy. Welcome, welcome. It is totally reasonable to put this in that list. There are other games I might call best game ever, but I would not say you're wrong to make that claim. Part of it's because, like best game ever, there will eventually be a game that's even better. But it won't change the fact that this one will have been, at its time, a best game ever. You know what I mean? Alright, now, let's see. Hold on. Heal from afar. Try one more time. Nope. Alright. So this one requires... Just wanted to check and see if heal from afar would do it too. It does not. So we need one stone. Apparently that's the only thing you can do to help this guy. Oh, thank you. Ajusi, is that... Am I pronouncing it correctly? First person on my stream to get one of those. Yes, Ajusi. Do I have to come back? Still not talking to me. That's weird. Alright. We will try coming back. Thank you for the gifties. I really appreciate them. I do. Are you also doing the late night thing, or are you in other places? gives me cookbook 4. Now I need number 5. Oh, that's over here. Okay.
So once again, just call your... Starting at the North Ruin side of Grace, we're gonna travel to get the cookbook 5. We're gonna head toward this way and place a marker down.
Supposedly back there. Maybe more here. Right. Morth runes. Gianni. Merc, 29. There were really 28 other people that had the name Elmerk. That's funny. Oh. Man. What? No. Maybe I can't get up that way. I didn't want that second job. Okay, hold on. Ah. Alright, let's see if I can just go up and around. There may be a way up there, but... Oh, maybe not. Hold on. This could kind of go either way. I think I'm too high up. I bet I am. I'm dead. Rats. I'm almost afraid of using the Stake of America here. I'm hoping that it's actually closer. I bet actually that that is... my runes are actually now going to be up above.
Down in this little archway on the water, and then we're gonna travel through it under a little tunnel system and out into a very bird infested area. So once again, call your trusty steed and head toward the marker. Run away from the dirty birdies. Find 2 perfumers and you can pick up Heal from Afar incantation. Head toward the right and through a little cave-like system and drop down a couple cliff edges and you will be in the bird-infested area. Just stay toward the right and hug this wall here. Run away from the dirty birdies. They're really mean. But you just keep on this ledge here and soon you will run upon the bug, which is right here. Better or for worse, however, I need to go up and get that.
getting closer to Shadowkeep than I wanted to get. But one can hope. Kind of crazy that they let you loot just riding by. But it is what it is, right? Leave me alone there. Back down this way. And so the deal is this. There's a tunnel right here, right? And I want to go through here. Summon them. You know, it's funny, I watch people playing this TikTok, and I jump in and, you know, just try to help them, right? And it's funny because I will, you know, I'll see them and they'll be, hey Gianni, and they'll be like complaining about, you know, some aspect of something that's really hard, right? They all live. It's crazy. So people log out. And the problem is that they'll be dying to poison, or they'll be dying to rot, or rot. By the way, heal from afar, best spell in the game. They'll be dying from poison. They'll be dying from rot. They'll be dying, right? And I'm like, you know, you can clear that. And these are people that have like beaten the game. They're on like, you know, new game 2 or something. And it's crazy. They don't know that they can use those boluses to heal. My bow back. Say hi. Come say hi. We miss you. Ah. in theory, that gets me... I now have all the books. So the question now is, will I... in possession of the books regardless of what run you got them in, meaning I got the first ones before New Game, now I got some in New Game, or do I have to go back and visit the rest of them in order to get the last of the Forager books? So in theory, he's the one that gives the Forager books.
Oh, give this to Tioli. He asked me to find... I finally...
Okay, got that.
Many things. Oh, this, the Forager brew give Beth.
Yes. Alright. Now what I'm curious about is... what do each of these books give me? 7 gives me Spirit Raisin. Oh, food I assume, and Charming Branch. Okay. Opaline Pickled Liver. Holy Proof Pickled Liver. Spellproof Pickled Liver. Alright. Tholier. Where was Tholier? There. There he is.
So, oh, I have to say, Sir Moore has an awfully sharp eye, doesn't he? It's wonderful. This ebony, as lustrous as the night sky unending. I don't think I could ever thank him enough. I'll have to think of something. Ah, figure you two deserve your share. I'll mix up something. If you find yourself weary of the weight of the sleep as a balm. Is that so? Then take this concoction can coax even the oldest for you.
Oldest dragons
it will
to sleep.
grant the sweet for all it. So,
Now, do we have anything new? We do. I can get another concoction. Right? Alright, so this is where it gets a little more complicated. The question is, do I use this for one of its purposes? So here's the deal. This concoction can be given to this mob. Wait. Motherfucker. I need to do another playthrough. Pretty sure I had that goddamn gavel already. So I get for killing Bale first. Well, bite me. Alright. Okay, I have Bale's Tyranny. I have Bale's Tyranny, I need Bale's Flame Lightning. Right. And I already have Mercenary Breath. I'm disappointed. That's okay. So, this concoction I can use to... and I know how to get it now, so... there's at least that. So I can use it to get her as a summonable Spirit Ash. I never use her. She's good DPS, but she's fragile as hell. So maybe if I went with a hard tank build, Anyway. Alright, well, that answers that.
You had to use a warming stone on to heal. So, if you want to fight him at the end of the game, then tell him to move past his emotions. Or if you just want his armor and you want him to die, just tell him to be sad forever. And you can find him where that pest is at the Church of the Crusade, which would be right here on the map. Well, that's about it. And it's right. Find him where that pest is. I just tell him the Church of the Crusade forever. Or if you just want his armor in the game, don't let his feelings or be sad forever. When you tell him to move past his feelings, he will help the Needle Knight lady fight you at the end of the game. But if you tell him to be sad forever, he will die and be curled up with that one Forger Brood guy that you had to use a warming stone on to heal. So, if you want to fight him at the end of the game, then tell him to move past his emotions. Which this video has time.
Consider subscribing to the second reading for Jing.
Subscribe or I'll death blight you in your sleep.
Alright. That covers that.
Receive Dane's hat, and remember, I cannot stress this enough. Be sure to search for all the Forger Brood guys and collect all the cookbooks before you break this seal. Because after progressing Moore's quest line to its fullest, he will move on, and you will not be able to receive the cookbooks anymore. But after you've gotten 1 through 5 and gotten the 7th cookbook for Moore, and exhausted everyone's dialogue to the fullest extent, and got the sleeping concoction from Theo Lear, and put the Dragon Priestess to sleep, and fought Dane, and got his Palm Blast ability, it is time to go to the Black Keep to break Miquella's seal. So take your time, and only when you're ready. And the seal will be broken, and next time you progress his quest line. But whenever you're ready, it's time to talk to Ansbach. After exhausting his dialogue, you will next meet him in the library at the Black Keep in the Specimen Storehouse. But now, with talking to Moore, a couple different options will appear. Choosing the talk to Moore option, you can either tell him to put it behind him, which if you do, he will help Needle Knight Lydia try to murder you right before the final boss. If you tell him to remain sad forever, you will find his body along with the bug's body you healed, which is right here on the map. And you can pick up Moore's bell bearing as well as all of his armor set. But after choosing to put it behind him or remain sad forever to get his armor set just a little bit earlier, or miss out on quite a big fight near the end of the game, where you will also get his armor set. But after selecting those options and traveling to a new Grace, they will disappear from the main gate cross side of Grace completely. After exhausting everybody's dialogue and they move on from their Graces, except for Theo Lear, the last people to talk to is Hornsent and Needle Knight Lita. Let's just assume you already fought Dane and got his head and his weapon, the combat martial arts, and now we're going to talk to Hornsent to send him on his way. So after talking to him, he will move on to the Black Keep. And if you talk to Lita, she will ask you who you think she should murder. It doesn't matter what selection you choose, she will always choose Hornsent. So to speed it up a little bit, just choose Hornsent. She will say she will have to think about it, so just rest at a Grace, and Hornsent will go to the Black Keep, disappearing from the Grace completely, and she will decide that Hornsent needs to be removed from the equation. And you can do all this, mind you, without defeating a single boss. In my game, the Dancing Lion is still alive, Relina is still alive, but now we're gonna make our way to the Shadow Keep. I've been calling it the Black Keep, it's the Shadow Keep, my bad. But here you will have to fight the hippopotamus boss, which you can now summon Hornsent and Freya, if you want to. It does.
Okay. So, now I need to...
After talking to her, she will also help you with the hippopotamus balls at the shack. After will be lion, as well as the help in between. Cook should be fully healed, and he will give you another cookbook. As well as the bears in this area, her summon sign will be somewhere around this point. And after you break the seal, after talking to her, she will also help you with the hippopotamus balls at the so you would appreciate the...
Alright, so now it's time to break the seal. Or at least that's what this YouTube video says. I'm a little afraid. So before I do that then, I'm going to make sure that I've progressed everyone's conversation. So, it's okay.
We are all utterly... It is what... Oh, that man. He's been in this... He might be so... There's no call. James would look... We've been acquainted perhaps one day. Wondering about... True enough. Long ago, a cleanse. It's no wonder that aside. And in this room, they will never say they just happened to... But it's still a wreck.
Go to the misshapen tree in that forsaken...
Alright. Pretty sure I talked this guy out, but we'll try.
So,
Alright. Freya. Oh, there's Freya.
Let us both take... May we meet again on the battlefield. May we meet again...
Okay. And Moore and Ansbach.
Righteous tonic.
welcome. I, for you, things bring... Goodbye.
Alright, well... It is time. Man, like, the little chime sounds happen, but it doesn't tell me why I got it. So, whatever you did, thank you, I think? What's funny about the Wicker Man here is you can actually use him to farm runes, but in a really inefficient way. He will kill everything around him. He does not care about his own people. So basically what you can do is you can trigger him. And all you gotta do is get him like loose like that in the area. So the goal here is to wake up as many people as I can and get him to start spouting fire. Notice all the buildings are gone, right? Bummer is you can't coax them into killing him, or at least them hitting him instead. But you can get him to level the area and kill people in the process. Horsey a smack in the butt. Like I said, incredibly inefficient. Anyway, but what I'm really after is getting up past all of this. And at some point I should get a message that basically says the charm has been broken or something like that. That sound, pretty sure was it. Yep. A powerful charm has been broken. Here's what's interesting. First time I played this is not how I came in, or at least this is not how I approached and did most of the central area. Somehow I got to the top and went down instead of going to the bottom and going up. I have no idea how I did that. Total mystery to me. Alright, now I want to go back and talk to everybody. They should all have advancement options. Sorry, this is one of the less interesting parts of the game.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikula the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikula remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving. Though I should have thought of this earlier. Right. Those of us who do... The Haunter. On one hand, he trusts Mikula the Kind. With the enchantment lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. But surely he'd be mindful of kindly Mikula's... On the other hand, perhaps you'll... Allow me some time
to mull it over.
Intriguing. Do you presume us allies even now? I must profess, uphold his covenant Mikula shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of the Impaler. Mess in vengeance for the flames. How could I allow myself revenge alone? I should think not, lest you.
Alright, that one's done.
Allow me some...
That one's done. He's gone. She's not.
Ah, there you are. It took me long enough. I believe it wisest if he were to point his blade at vengeance, and one day, kindly Mikula, even if he discovered his lineage will... I believe the whole... He never placed his full... He must have recognized something. The stench of crust. I would have his the Black Keep. I would have his revenge on Sir Mesmer. There is only the Black Keep.
Alright. So... that's those ones. Now... Thaler. Thaler. Thaler? T-H-I-O? T-H-I-O. Theolier.
Oh, are you not affected? Even with the spell broken, I'm feeling rather lost. Of St. Trina, her visage, her sen, the lore of velvety sleep. Would kindly Mikula chasten me for falling for St. Trina, while knowing that she was the discarded half? The problem is, I simply cannot help it. I would sacrifice everything just to gaze upon her one last time.
We know where she is. Does this change what's available? Well, besides this.
Just give me the word if you need any more. I'm feeling rather lost of St. Trina.
Alright, well, that conversation's done. See if they're still here. They might be. Not sure. Not sure. They are. I don't think there'll be a change in
I'm
conversation.
feeling rather of St. Trina.
Nope. Alright. Freya.
Oh, there you are. Good. If you tell her that I'm striking out on my own, don't worry. I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Mikula remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know. Kindly Mikula spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn, and it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow. I'll be out on my own. There's something... There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Though I do feel a hint of regret, Lady Leda, Honorable Ansbach, and warriors like you are all of a special breed. How glorious it would have been had we met in battle as sworn enemies. I'll be out on my own. There's something... There's something...
Alright, camp, come back. And they're gone. Alright, and one more. Moore and Ansbach. So, this is an interesting one because apparently Moore has two possible endings and we're just about there. One of the endings is you fight them, get all this crap, and the other one is you basically tell him to stay depressed and then he goes and curls up and dies and you get all this crap.
Kindly Mikula has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better long forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Moog from his enchantment, I challenged tender Mikula, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikula the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant.
Told you.
He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying. Righteous tarnished, Mikula the Kind makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it. But even a righteous I am...
And
I
more?
don't feel it. Kind Miquella's light is gone. But I stand tall. Together,
Ironically, he's sitting.
we work together. I don't know our mother. She did not. We are her children. Must we be? Sad, sad. I love for you things. I for you things. Goodbye.
Oh,
Sad.
hold on. Anything left that I'm worried about? Nope, that's everything.
Goodbye.
So now we camp. We come back.
Sad. Goodbye.
Going back here. It's possible that this one won't have gone far enough yet. I expect you to still be here, actually.
I will follow the have his revenge on the Black Keep.
Chillin'. Davy dead. Alright, clear that. And off to the round table. And turn in the bell bearing. I'm going to call it here tonight. It is past my bedtime. Thank you all if you stuck around to watch. I know there wasn't any big ending fight, which is what I usually try and do, or at least something interesting to watch. But I wanted to get through those quest lines. So anyway, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you are able to join in the future. Anyway,